Hello everyone, it's Come At Me Bro from 5 Star Video Games, coming to you guys with the second of the marathon about Barry Sanders and his Heisman challenge. So right here I'm just looking at school stats and everything. I think I go down to the Heisman watch, and as you can see, luckily we got ranked up above, I think it's M. Scott or something. Now let's get to the game. Here we go. Let's see. Oklahoma State University versus the Arizona Wildcats. We had a pretty good game. It was very intense. I actually had to do this video multiple times. My capture card kept messing up, and I finally got it on the third try, which was kind of nice because it allowed the other video to end its rendering, and now it's being uploaded to YouTube right now as I speak. So I just want to begin with this video talking about some of Barry Sanders' career and what all he did. So Barry Sanders was born in Wichita, Kansas. Sorry if I don't pronounce that right. He was born on July 16th, 1968. He's now 46. His height is 5 feet 8 inches, and then 1.73 meters. For who lives in, I don't know, pretty much everywhere except the United States. He weighs 200 pounds and 91 kilograms. His high school was Wichita, North Kansas. College is obviously, as you can see here, Oklahoma State University. And when he joined the NFL, he was a first-round pick number 3, and debuted in 1989 for the Detroit Lions. Last played in 1998 for the Detroit Lions. So he had a 9-year in the Professional Football League. He was in many Pro Bowls. I think back-to-back years of the Pro Bowl. Was he in all of them? 1990. Yes. No, he was not. He's close to all of them. His NFL statistics of 1998. He had a total rushing yards of 15,269, an average of 5.0 returning yards, and 109 touchdowns was his ending stats. His college stats alone are, for his first year, 1986, at Oklahoma State University, he had 325 yards, an average of 4.4 return on the yards, and he had 0 touchdowns that year. Oh no, 2 touchdowns in rushing, 0 receptions, 0 yards, and 0 yards gained on receptions for 0 touchdowns. In his second year at Oklahoma State University, in 1987, he received 622 rushing yards. 5.6 was his average rushing yard distance for 8 touchdowns. He received 4 receptions for 59 yards and 1 touchdown. In his last year, the year he won his Heisman Award in 1988, he ran a total of 2,850 yards. 7.6 was his average yard gained. He had a total of 42 touchdowns in his last year. 19 receptions for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. His ending career at Oklahoma State University was 3,797 yards, an average of 5.9 returning yards, and 52 touchdowns. His amount of receptions was 23, with 165 yards, with 3 touchdowns. In his professional career, let me find that right quick. In 1997, I believe this is his biggest year in the professionals, he had a total of 335 carries for 2,053 yards, with an average of 6.1 yard return. That's pretty much all the stats I have right here for him. So he had a pretty good career his whole life. Let me see if I can find any more interesting stuff about him. That's quite well. Oh, he was only like 1,000 rushing yards away from the total amount. And they say that he is one of the best players to actually have never made it to a Super Bowl. Never made it, sadly to say. But what do you think of those Detroit Lions? You're probably not going to make it with them. Um, he was ranked in the NFL top 10, of course. He had 1,500 average rushing yards every season, and just fell short of 1,457 yards for the first place on the list of the NFL all-time rushing record at that time. So he had a pretty good life. Let me see what his retirement was like. Oh yeah, the gameplay. Barry Sanders had a lot of not a lot of returns. Very nice yardage. Let's see. Oh, here are some of his records. In his college career, he set 34 NCAA records. He holds a national college single-season rushing record with 2,628 rushing yards in 1988. In 1988, Sanders won the Heisman Trophy while attending Oklahoma State University. In 2008, Sanders was ranked number 2 in ESPN's top list of the top 25 greatest college football players ever. His professional career had very many records. I'm only going to read some of them. In 1989, the NFL draft, he was selected first round, 3rd overall for the Detroit Lions. Rushing yards. He actually led the NFL in rushing yards 4 times, and those were the years of 1990, 1994, 1996, and 1997. He had most seasons 1,100 or more yards of rushing, 10 tied with Walter Payton. Most consecutive seasons 1,100 or more rushing yards, 10. Let's see, what else did he do? Most consecutive seasons 1,500 or more yards rushing. That was 4 years in a row. NFL record 25 games in which Sanders rushed for 125 yards or more. Jim Brown in second with 22 games. So I think that's pretty impressive to break it by 3 games. That's pretty good. The NFL record for 46 games in which Sanders had 150 yards from scrimmage or more. Walter Payton is second with 45. He barely got that, but he still won it. Here is his career statistics. Okay, in total yards. Oh wait, let's go to rushing first. His rushing yards, 15,269, and he came in 3rd. He had an average of 5 returning yards on each carry. With this was probably a heartbreaker to him. He had 99 touchdowns. 8th place. That's pretty good, but not the 100. In his receiving, he had 352 catches of 2,921 yards, an average of 8.3 returning yards on the catch, and 10 touchdowns. If you add up all the math together, he has a total of 18,190 yards for 109 touchdowns. So he took 4th in yards in total and 10th in touchdowns. That pretty much sums up everything on his records and stuff. Right there you can see we just set a record. Oh, no. That's statistics. Never mind. I thought I set a record. That's my bad. So it's close game, 7-7. Very close. So after talking about Barry Sanders, let's talk about the gameplay and what I thought. They did a lot of handing off to me, so that's always nice because it allows you to set more records. And as it goes on, I think what the game does is as you play more and more, it kind of like, I want to say, adapts to your play style. And the blockers are what really make a halfback, but what I'm trying to say is when you run really well in a game, they want to run it more, and when you do bad, they don't want to run it as much. And that can be kind of bad because if you have a bad running game, you're going to kind of lose, your, upper hand. My game, it's really slow for me right now because, as you know, the first episode is actually going up right now, so it's a little bit slow. So, we're 7-7, Oklahoma State at Arizona. I think I think Barry Sanders must have just got a first down because it just showed the Barry Sanders halfback number 21. He has a pretty good season. Earlier today in one of the first games I was watching, I had a great juke. I was running the ball, and I slowed down, juked behind a guy, and then ran, and then touchdown, Barry Sanders. Ran again, and did the exact same thing to another guy on the exact same play. It was great. Unfortunately, I thought I was gone, but you know, Barry Sanders, for some reason, he's just not fast enough. He's just not fast enough. No, I'm just kidding. He's really fast. So as you can see now, Oklahoma State going up 14-7. There's Barry Sanders covering the quarterback. Great coverage by me. I just kind of stood there, if I remember correctly. It was very good game. I think Barry Sanders, great halfback. That's pretty good. If you were wondering, I found this out, or I didn't mention this in the last commentary. On the Road to Glory, I was talking about Barry Sanders and Robert Griffin III, and going and doing a Road to Glory with him, and then doing the Heisman Challenge. I did not know this, but you can automatically import the Heisman into Road to Glory. I think you hit RB, and it will put in your guy, and then I think it just automatically puts down the schools. I've never done it, but you can do that. Barry Sanders, or I guess the offense and all, was not able to make a good move down the field, and we get put on the punting team. That pretty much was not very good due to the fact that 14-7 kind of made me a little bit nervous. My video is still really lagging, so I don't know what's happening. Oh, we got the ball back. It's still 14-7. Is that 2-1, I believe? 3-1, something like that. At one point, I don't know if this already happened, I just kept calling the hurry up, and I would barely change the, I would run inside one time and then outside the next, and it just worked against the blockers. I don't know why. It just was working great for me. I think that was a pass play, and I went long, and quarterbacks never want to give it to the guy who's running. And so, game's pretty close. I was a little bit nervous. You know, I don't want to lose a game. I don't know if that really affects your Heisman watch, but I'm sure it probably can't help it. Offense still out on the field. We got pretty good field position on the 45, I think is where we are. I can't see right now. So, I'm going to see if there's anything more interesting about Barry Sanders or any more statistics. His early years, nothing very interesting there. Oh, touchdown Barry Sanders, I believe. Right there. I didn't hear who did it, but I know we just got a touchdown. So that puts us 21-7. It's pretty good. Our defense, not the greatest time this round, but not bad, I wouldn't say. But we did pretty good that first game. I think I showed who was supposed to win, and all the stats were going to us. Defense, passing, running, everything went to us. So, we're being predicted to win by Kirk Herbstreit, which is always nice. But don't ever believe that. Don't be like, oh, dude, I'm predicted to win. I'm not going to go in 100%. Because you'll lose. You'll lose if you try and do that. I'm just going to forewarn you. That always happens to me. I'm like, oh, it's FCS. I'm just going to mess around. And I throw 6 picks, and then they score a touchdown. I'm like, oh, man, this isn't good. But, it's FCS. You can't lose to them. Well, it's really slow right now. I'm going to look up and see something right quick. Alright, I was just checking on that one video. So we're going to be continuing this thing. I think we're going to get about 3 games up tonight. Maybe even more. I'm not sure on that. We're doing pretty well. It's not that bad. Actually, this is the fastest I've been able to upload videos and take them down, or upload and render. If you guys are kind of wondering how that process works, what happens is I capture the game. So this is actually me playing, this is okay, it's me playing. I don't go back and do a replay of the game. I actually captured this live while talking to my friend. After I capture the game, I go to a Roxio video wave, which is kind of like allows you to edit it, and then I edit my stuff. I have to trim it down to where it's just like the beginning of the video and the end of it, and then I commentate it, and commentating of course takes about 24 minutes. It does take a while to commentate, but the longest thing is rendering, and rendering is when you take a video, and it's not actually a video. It's like a, I don't know what it is, but you have to turn it into a video file for it to go onto YouTube. So then I have to turn it into a video file, and then once I turn it into a video file, I go to upload it, and then I say, you know, be expecting this sometime soon, or I'll probably put down the time. You guys will probably see the channel, I don't think, or the latest episode. I don't think I put up a post about that, but I'm definitely going to comment, you know. You guys like, favorite, and subscribe on all our videos. It really helps. You know, we got a UTEP Dynasty. Be looking towards that. You know, I think that video has actually gotten a lot of views today. And oh, sorry about this. I was like in a rush to go see if my mic was working. It wasn't for some reason. I was trying to fix that right here. So I was doing this one-handed. I thought I did pretty good on that. I thought it would have been cool if I scored a touchdown there. No, this is the segment where I just keep calling the hurry up. So as you saw, I tried running it outside, and this time I run it up the middle. And pretty good run. Call the hurry up here. This actually works a lot. There's Barry Sanders, you know. He's doing like a little #1 symbol. Sorry that video kind of messed up there. I don't know if it's going to show that on YouTube, but it might not. Hopefully it does not. Sorry if it does though. It's not always the best capture card to be using, but it's not bad. It's pretty good. It does what I need it to do, and I think the quality comes out pretty well. You know, the Heisman watch, I've never really completed one. I started one with RG3, never finished it. I'm not sure how hard it is to win, but I'm hoping to win. So, you know, here we are. I think it's like 1 yard line to get the first down. So basically we're in, I think, 3rd and goal. Handoff to Barry Sanders. He gets a couple yards. 4th and 2. I don't know why their band starts celebrating. I mean, we're going to get a field goal out of it. 24-7. They return it for a touchdown. During field goal blocks, I usually go and check out the recording to make sure it's still working and everything. So as you can see here, that's what I'm doing. Ooh, the video really messed up there. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if it's going to show that, but 12 plays, 35 yards, a minute and 45 seconds. Pretty good drive by Arizona State there. Kick return middle. Oh, but they go for the onside kick in the 4th quarter. I kind of understand it, but, you know, it's a close game, so I understand why they're going at it. But it really is kind of pointless because I kind of went in slow motion, even though it was kind of pointless. And I see my guy start celebrating, and I was like, oh, yeah, I did it. I went for a change in the play. I think we were doing an option. I didn't like the thought of an option, so I wanted to run up the middle. We come out on the line. Handoff Barry Sanders. And 1 yard on the gain. Call the hurry up here. Quite pointless, though. See, like, right there, it shows me as a yellow dot. I don't know if that means those are the 2 people who are going to be doing action or what. Nice first down by Barry Sanders. Saw the pocket, ran it in. New record for rushing yards by Barry Sanders. So we're down 2 of the challenges for Barry Sanders. Now this play, I was like, oh, dude, I'm gone. And this is one of those ones where you think, you know, you have the ball. But, oh, wait. Do I get the ball here? I don't remember. I don't think I do. I might. Oh, I do. Okay. Oh, wait, no. This is one of the one. That was the one where I thought, oh, I got the ball and I'm gone. But I didn't have it. I was like, oh. Yeah, I was kind of embarrassed when that happened. But yeah, it's okay. So we're going out another play. I think I was checking my video quality, make sure everything's good and loading properly. Or I was checking rendering and all that. And we come out. This looks like a halfback draw. Yeah, it was. Ooh, handoff Barry Sanders, 3 yards in the gain. And calls to hurry up. Oh, but Arizona calls timeout. They're kind of sweating right now. They're nervous. They've got the pressure on them to stop us. In this case, I would think, you just let us score the touchdown. But I don't know, like, maybe going for the stop. I don't know. They're giving us time. They're losing time. What they could do, now the game's not customized to do this, but they could give me the touchdown. Then they could have called their timeouts while they're on offense and did big passing plays. Put it up 21-0, or 21 to, what would it be, 31. And then try to make a big stop on defense. That would have been probably a smarter move, and if I was the coach, that would have been my decision. This looks like an option. Once again, I don't like options because they always trick me, those little trickster quarterbacks. But they work well. I mean, so handoff Barry Sanders. He gets the handoff. I think this is a touch. No, on the one. I was like, really? And so here, if you guys remember in episode 1, there was the part where Barry Sanders hurdles over the people. I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. And I just kind of ran it in. Because I think I pressed Y and it didn't happen. We come out on the field and they don't score. It's 31-0. QB kneel. This is really confusing right here. We go in a QB kneel formation, okay? 21 seconds left. So, you kneel it and you wait out the clock, right? Well, I don't know what my offensive coordinator was thinking. Just watch what the next play call is. Oh, that was a professional QB kneel. That's pretty impressive. I don't think I've ever seen a QB do it so well. I mean, that's what you want in a quarterback, a good kneel. So then we go with a halfback. I don't know what run play this is, but I don't understand the call there. Maybe it was a draw. I'm not very sure. I know it was a handoff in the middle. So then we go with another QB kneel. I was like, really? What are we doing? But I have to take it. So let's see if he can perform the quarterback kneel as good as he did. Oh, he does. That's a nice one. So that puts us 4th and 5. I think we pull out the punting. No, I think the time just runs down. Do we punt? No, time runs out. 31-14, Oklahoma State. Oh yeah, now, sorry about that. Let's watch this play of the game. Yeah, I like this play of the game. It was a very nice play. It's kind of funny because the defense, they kind of mess up and kind of help me score a touchdown. Look, he just kind of shoves me, and that kind of put me off balance for the juke on that one guy. And then Barry Sanders runs the ball in for the touchdown. There we go. I think that was about 50 yards or so. Arizona fans all upset. Look at that generic guy that's on every team. Every team's fan, that guy right there. He's always on the fans. They don't make special fans. They only put it on different colors. I kind of wish they kind of changed to the fans every once in a while in their reactions. Player of the game goes to Barry Sanders once again. 46 rushing receptions, I don't know what to call it. Carries for 362 yards. Here are some of the highlights. Nice run up the middle and hurdle over the guy. Hand off to Barry Sanders. Gets the juke off that guy and runs it in very easily for the hurdle, just for the fun of it. And I just kind of skip over this play because you've already seen it. And you saw kind of right there, better camera view of how that guy helped with the juke on the block. So that's pretty much everything on this video episode. Make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. But I'm going to go look at some stats, I think, after the game. We go to the Players of the Week, Conference Rank, and last but not least, some of the top stories. Nothing very good except, my team winning. That's all that matters. Let's see. What have you tried Dynasty Wire? I'm not a big Dynasty fan. I have one. I do have the UTEP Dynasty, which will be uploaded a lot. I'm just not a very big fan of doing it. Like, sometimes it's not all that fun. But for you guys, I'll do it. So Nissan sponsors this. Heisman Watch. I'm right there. I'm now in 4th out of 5th. 4 out of 5. Heisman score. I went there just to see what I had. As you can see, I now have 2 players of the game, which is, of course, what puts your Heisman score up. Top 25 poll. No, I got top stories. Too early to panic. Huge first win. Early win, early loss. Open floodgates. Brute force. I don't know what that was. And then that's the first test. Every time Mississippi State gets that name, the first test, I don't know why. Conference standings right there. You can see us on towards the bottom. Sadly, ranked 8th in the conference, which I mean I think that'll just go up. But we played 2 conference games. Most of the other conferences only 1. So Barry Sanders does take player of the game. Video is winding down to about 20 seconds left. So next episode of the marathon will be going up next as soon as possible. There will be a link in the video, so make sure you click on it. It'll be in the top right hand corner, and if you missed the last one, it's in the top left hand corner. Thank you guys. Come at me bro is out. Goodbye.